Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Ravens coming in at 9-4, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 6-7. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you worked confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's often perceived as a weakness of a 3-4 defense is the defensive line and their ability to stop the run game. But if you have a massive nose tackle or a nose guard who can sit in the middle and eat up double teams, that allows other guys to get to the ball much quicker.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true number 1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said.
Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And one of the underrated aspects of Ben Roethlisberger's game is his ability to actually throw the football. We hear so much about his movement and escaping the pocket. Ben can step back there and fling it, and Antonio Brown is usually there to catch.
We've really seen their chemistry develop, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and it's been really, really fun to watch.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark. and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. They'll run. This is Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Hill, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, it's Hill. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Let's go.
Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's a tight game here early. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Brown, the lone receiver left. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Hill. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Bryant with a catch right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run it again with Hill. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll run it with Dixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
All right, here we go. 230.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Easy.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 15 more, and it's another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking left side, and it's complete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Ravens really played well last week, but that hasn't always been the case today. The Steelers are doing a good job keeping them off balance, and that's led to a lead for them at the half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Now to the middle of the first. There's going to be a fumble here. Ravens end up picking up the ball and scoring, giving them an early lead. Steelers have it at the 32. Wide open catch will be made on the deep pass. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. Steelers tied up at 7. First and 10. Roethlisberger's on target here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 28-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, the pass is complete near the sideline. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That puts them up by a touchdown. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to M&T Bank Stadium for the start of the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And
he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers defense getting ready here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A dump off now to Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now Roethlisberger. He's got time. Great protection. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Bell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So then I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
He gets it to Brown, complete. A gain of 11 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Jeremy Hill now gearing up to go again as he marches back onto the field. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best They always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half. But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll drop to throw. Finding time. And that is incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Back to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They were stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll go again with Bell, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up to the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one that we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken in at the 1. He juked him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A big play there on the screen pass. 31 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lopped it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. In the red zone this time. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Backing up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Flacco looking for his first toss. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The give is to Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Surveying the field. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Flacco from midfield. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. Flacco once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Brown, the lone receiver, left. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. $12 yards to go on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Deep drop. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost, it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Ravens a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, Flacco to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a really fine play there, because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the defense searches for 1 more stop here after the run on second down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield. But that one goes incomplete.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And this one is incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Another pistol look here. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. in the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.